What's going on, guys? Heath Shankles here, Freedom Marketer. So what I want to talk with you guys today about is kind of a popular topic, I would say. I mean, look, it's something I thought about for a long time, you know what I mean? And I struggled to figure out, and I get a lot of questions about this all the time, like, when should I quit my job? And how? How do I ever get out of the rat race to where I can go and do my own thing and not have a boss, or just be my own boss, And for me, I'll just tell you what I did, okay? How I got to where I'm at and what I had to go through, because believe me, I worked a lot of jobs, before I ever got to the point of being completely sustained by my business, you know what I mean? It took a lot of work, like, dude, it sucked. It took a lot. Like, I worked a lot of hours. The last type of job, like career field I was in, I was welding. And what I was doing is working anywhere from 8 to 12 hour shifts, With that welding, the place I was working at, like that job, it was all over the place. You didn't know if you were going to work 8 or 12 hours. Every day that you came in, you had no idea. So they just moved it all around, and it was production based. So we got little bonuses based off like how much welding we got done. And what we were doing is building joists, like the steel joists that you'll see in the ceiling at like Walmart or any big building. Like just look up at the ceiling and you'll see them. Anyways, so yeah, it was physical work. And it was like really, really hot. If you've never welded or been around welding or anything like that, you got to have your arms completely covered, legs completely covered, steel-toed boots, welding shield, welding hood, like, I don't know, an inch maybe in front of your face to where you're breathing and your breath is coming right back on your face, getting all sweaty and hot. And it's pretty much like what I would call hell on earth if I had to describe it as far as the heat, and you're playing with molten fire, right? Like, it's hotter than fire. It's liquid metal. So do you know how hot it has to get to melt metal? Okay, like steel. And it's the metal that it's melting is stronger than the material that you're welding on. Like those steel joists, that's carbon steel. Well, that wire or stick that you're using to melt is a tougher type of steel metal material than the so that it doesn't break. That's how welding works. Anyways, it sucked. All right. So here's what I had to do. I had to work all my hours, whatever I worked, and then at the time I had a nursery business, which I still have that business. I would go and like deliver trees or plant trees or whatever I needed to do to make money. And I would go and do that after work. Okay, so we were on the floor welding at 5 a.m. Okay, so, I was getting out of the bed at whatever. I had to, leave my house by like 4:30. So I was definitely getting up by 4, and getting ready and getting gone. And that's just, like cutting it close, you know what I mean, to even be on time. But I was I live in like Northeast Alabama. Nashville is about 2.5 to 3 hours from here. Same as Atlanta, 2.5, 3 hours from here. Same as Birmingham, about 2.5, 3 hours from here. Chattanooga is about an hour and 15 minutes up the road. South Pittsburgh and Jasper is about 50, 55 minutes from here. So I would get off work, dog tired, and I would drive home fast as I could, get to the house, change clothes. If I had time, jump in the shower real quick just to wash the black stuff off of me, you know what I mean, all the dust and everything, wash the day off me, you know what I mean, and load up trees or whatever it was and hit the road, head to Atlanta, head to Nashville, wherever it was, or if I was lucky, something closer like Chattanooga or something local around where I live or whatever. And I would deliver trees or plants or go plant some for somebody or whatever the case was. This is what I did. Like, I did whatever I could to make money, no matter what business it was. Like, I was trying a bunch of different stuff, doing whatever I could to get it to where I could finally break free. And what happened was I made enough money to where it didn't take long at all to where I had already replaced my job's income. Like, I was making anywhere from like, gosh, if we only worked a couple days that week for whatever reason, 300 and something bucks. But most of the time, and especially during that time period, like I'm talking about, if it was only 300 something bucks, that was a like winter time, like slow period. Business ain't doing good for that company and that plant. But most of the time, like I say, we're working 8 to 12 hours. 12's a lot of days. Making $1,000 a week, you know what I mean, or sometimes up to 1,500, or at least $700-800, you know what I mean. So not bad at all. But it was welding, like I said, it was a really hot, really tough physical job, stressful. It was production based, so we were moving in a hurry. So they were pushing us. But anyways, guys, it didn't take long before my business was replacing that income. Like I was already making what I was making at my job. So now then, because I'm working those extra hours after work, you realize I'm going to work on 2 and 3 hours of sleep. Okay? Sometimes not being able to get a shower. Slap on some deodorant and go. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it is starting a business. That's how it is. So if you think that you're going to get into business and it's going to be a cakewalk, you're wrong. Okay? But there's all different sorts of businesses to start. If you start something online, it may not be anything like that for you. It may not. This whole entrepreneur thing is all over the place. So, that's the beautiful thing about it. You may come up with a better idea than I did, and you may be laid back smoking cigarettes or whatever, sipping martinis on the beach, whatever your idea of a dream business is. I say go do it, whatever it is. Think of your dream. What's your dream lifestyle? Go do it. Write it down. Figure that out first, and then go do it. Figure out why that's important to you and go do it. This is what I had to do, though. So I was dog tired coming into work and, just struggling. Really struggling to just get there. So eventually, my income from my business, I'd already doubled my income, right? Because I had my job and then I had my business making what my job was, give or take a few $100. And some weeks better than others at both things, And then eventually that business grew just enough to where, I'm starting to make 3, 4, 5 times what I'm making on my job. And I kept working my job though. Because I was saving money. I was stacking it, and I was like a workaholic. Like, yeah, heck yeah, this is what I've been waiting on, like stacking money. Chasing my dreams, opportunity of a lifetime. Once you get that tiger by the tail, don't let it go. I used to have a football coach that said, when you get ahead on somebody, don't loaf the second half. Don't lay off of them. When you get that opportunity, you stick your foot on their throat and you push it down as hard as you can, and you don't let off of it. Do not let off the gas. Don't ever let off the gas. Life, business, all this, sports is about a momentum. Getting that momentum going, and once you get the ball rolling and get that momentum up, it's hard to stop it. I don't care who you are and what you're doing. It's hard to stop that momentum. So if you've got that, heart in your chest to where you're ready to push forward and get whatever it is you want, hey, you can have it. That's why I say put God first, and you'll have it. You'll have it. Ask for whatever it is you want, and you'll receive it. But you gotta be willing to work. You gotta be willing to work, and not be afraid of what people are gonna think about you. Me and the plant manager at that steel mill job, guess what? We were at odds with each other. We didn't get along. He found out how much money I was making. He did not like that, not one bit. Don't ever tell your boss that you're doing something on the side. Or if you do, make it seem like it's just some petty little junk. It ain't nothing. You know what I mean? You might make $5, $10, $20, $50 every now and then. It ain't nothing. Make it sound like it ain't nothing. Unless you have that kind of relationship with your boss where you can be real honest with him, you know what I mean? Or her, whoever it is. But I advise against telling your boss exactly what you're doing, because they're going to get jealous. Okay, this was the plant manager. I swear to you on everything, and I don't like swearing. We were at odds with each other over this because I was now making more money than him. Okay, so this became an issue. He was trying to mandatory make me work my Saturdays, Sundays, whatever day he could get me in there to where I couldn't run a business. You see what I'm saying? Trying to take my time, steal my time from me, and make it to where I was just a slave for him and that company. Anything to make me average, anything to get me back down on the level that he first knew me. You know what I mean? When he first met me, that's what I was. You know, just trying to get by. It's like everybody else, just a blue-collar young dude, young man from Alabama, you know, hard worker, you know, had my head on straight, but, you know, just hadn't taken that leap of faith yet on the whole entrepreneur field, the whole entrepreneur route. You know, I was still married to my job and thought that I had to have it to get by, you know what I mean? So, boy, was I wrong. Okay, so guys, here's what happened. I started, you know, making 4 or 5 times what I was making on my job, and like I said, I kept my job though. I kept going. I'm telling you, 2 and 3 hours sleep. There's people that will vouch for this. I was like a zombie, but you know, I found a way to get through it as long as I could. I mean, as long as I could. Here's what happened. 2 days in a row. I told you how early we had to be there. On the floor welding at 5 o'clock, which means you really got to be there at 4:45. Leaving my house by 4:30, 4:20, 4:15, somewhere in there. Up by 3:45, somewhere in there, right? I slept through my alarms. I say alarms because I had multiple alarms, okay? Like, that's how I've always been anyways. I'll set multiple alarms just because I'm like OCD about it. Same with like locking keys in a car or whatever. Like I'm OCD, I check over and over and over. And I'll set multiple alarms, and once I wake up, I'll turn all the other ones off that never have even went off. Well, this time I slept through all of those. I never heard them. Not one alarm. I'm dead serious. That's how exhausted I was. That's how run down I was. And you guys probably know, you've been through not having sleep for a while. That's what happens. Your body just shuts down, and you're getting that REM sleep, you know, that rapid eye movement, or you're just, you know, people watching you sleep like, dude, something's wrong with this dude. Like, you know, this person's asleep. Like, they're out, like anesthesia. Yeah, that happened 2 days in a row. And, you know, I opened my eyes and seen that it was daylight outside, and I knew that was like, uh-oh. Because when you go to work at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, you know that it's still dark outside. So I was used to that for years. On the oil rig that I worked on, you know, it was dark outside. We started at 5 o'clock in the morning there, too, in North Dakota. And I always had got up and worked early like that. And I was always real, like, I'm always on time. You know, always. I'm telling you, I was a hard worker. And still am now. But, so I had to have a talk with the lead welder and all that. And the plant manager got real mad, obviously, which I thought was pretty comical. But, you know, because I just loved it. I love getting under your skin because that let me know, hey, I'm doing something. It's just like, I'll get on here and check these videos and see all the comments from all the haters. Every day, you guys have no idea, I have to go and like delete comments from haters who are like, blah, that money's fake, or blah, he's this, he's that, go die. I hope you crash and burn, blah, blah, blah. You know, all this hate. Anyways, that's because when you start doing something with your life, you'll start getting under people's skin. But what these people don't realize is it could be them doing something with their life. If you'll take what I say and stop trying to take me at face value of whatever you think about me, you know, you really don't know me. Like, you really don't know how hard of a worker I am. I'm telling you, I've been from the bottom to where I'm at. I'm not at the very top yet, but I'm at the top compared to all the people I went to school with. And my family and my entire family line. Like, no one in my family's ever done what I'm doing right now, guys. You know, I didn't come from all that. So that's what I'm trying to tell you is you can make your dreams a reality. You can get away from that 9-to-5 job, but you have got to want it in here. And up here has to be tough. You've got to be willing to take attacks from family members, friends, plant manager, co-workers, supervisors, lead men, lead women, whoever, your next up boss at work, or whoever it is, strangers, random people. They will sling hatred at you for no reason. They don't even know you. So I had a talk with the lead welder and plant manager and all that, and guys, I walked away. I talked it over with a bunch of people and friends, and didn't confide too much in family, but my friends that meant something to me at the time, and people in my life that meant something to me, and that I trusted their opinion or just wanted the feedback from them. I love bouncing ideas off people. It's a great way to get some feedback. Just even if you know how they are, and you probably ain't gonna listen to them, or just get the feedback. Just bounce ideas off of them, just to see what they would say. Now then, that type of person, that's what they say, and you can pretty much say that's status quo for that type of person across the board. When you're talking about millions of people, that would be their opinion. You have to do that when you're looking at business and marketing and all that. You have to look at what would the status quo opinion be for a person of this age, this race, this sex, this so on, across the board, because you're looking at running an empire, starting an empire, something big. It starts off with the baby steps, but it turns into something big. You have to be able to read people and understand, right? And people will tell you, the market never lies. The market will always tell you if your business sucks, or if your product sucks, or if it's just the way you're trying to sell it, or if you're just flat out not getting in front of people, So to give that opportunity for sales to happen. So guys, I just made the jump. I walked away. Now, I'm sorry I've rambled so much, guys. That's how I am. I tell you, I get started on this stuff and I'll talk and talk and talk because I love it. I love it. And I love sharing it with you guys. I love helping people, and I want you to change your life. I want to help you do that, okay? Know that. I love each and every one of you, and I want you to do something with your life. I don't want you to sit here thinking that you have to be average, that you can't do something with your life because of your color, your skin color, or the way you talk, or where you're from, or something about the way you look, or what your situation is with your parents, if you were adopted. You're, like I say, you can name all the situations in the world, dude. I've seen it all. It does not matter. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. If you have it in here, and you have this up here straight, and you have a never quit, never give up attitude, if you have that mentality where you're a beast, like you're not going to give up, you are going to take what's yours. You have to bully your way into this game. You have to bully your way into it. You have to force your way through and move some people out of the way sometimes. You see what I'm saying? You ain't gonna hurt nobody, but you may hurt some feelings out there. You're gonna make some people mad and make some people jealous. It all boils down to you taking that jump, though. You taking that, for me, it was faith in God. It was faith in God. Like, I was like, God, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna jump, so please catch me, okay? Please catch me. And I took a risk it was like an educated risk, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't just jump from my job. I made money on the side and seen what worked and what didn't while still working the job. That way it was as least risky as it could be. You feel me? So you can do that option and make this thing not near as risky. But either way, I promise you, either way, when you jump, it's still going to be scary. I don't care how much money. Dude, I had a stack of money. Do you think that it made me feel better? No, to this day, I still feel uncomfortable. That's where people talk about getting comfortable, feeling uncomfortable. When you start your own business, run your own business, you'll see what I'm talking about. Like, that uncomfortable feeling never fully goes away. It never does. I don't know. I've not got to that point yet. Like, I'm telling you, I could have millions of dollars sitting in a bank account and still be like, I always feel like I'm supposed to be doing something, so I always am. Like, When you don't have anyone there telling you what to do anymore, and you spend years like this, weeks, months turn into years, and then the next year and the next year goes by, and you've not clocked into work anywhere, your life has changed, my friend. Your life has changed. Can you handle that, though? Can you handle not having a boss, someone pushing you? Can you be a self-starter and push yourself every day? That's what it's going to boil down to. That's what it's going to boil down to. Like I said, this up here is what it's all about, guys. You can get paid for your ideas, and you get paid because you're so mentally tough that you can handle any pressure, all the high-pressure situations, all the sales calls, all the people cussing you out, all the haters, all the thoughts of quitting, because they're going to come, all the uncomfortableness. Can you handle it? Knowing that you're not taking a path that everyone else is taking in life, or maybe no one in your family or anyone you even know. You're taking a path, you're cutting through the grass and blazing a new trail, as they say. You're making your own new path. Maybe it's a unique business that no one's ever heard of, and it don't even exist anywhere. It's just something brand new for you and for the world. So give it to us. Everyone has a gift at birth, man, I'm telling you. Special talents that God's blessed you with. Give it to us. The world is waiting for you to give us your gift, to give us your talent or your ideas, whatever it is. We want to know what it is. We want to see it. We want to buy it. I will buy it from you. You go ahead and start your own business. You let me know. You let me know. You send me a picture or a quote, whatever. Send it to my email, comment it, whatever, and let me know what your product is. If it's a decent product, I promise you, I'll buy it, okay? Just to help you out. So, and there's a lot of people just like me who have money, and we're going to spend it on something, So, why not you? Why not help you? It's a big old pizza with millions of slices, and you just got to get your little slice. That's it. Your slice could be $1 million a year. Do you hear what I'm saying? That money is out there regardless. Currency's exchanged every day. Go get your part of it. I think I've laid out pretty well the route of quitting a job, how to quit it, and what I had to do anyways. You know what I mean? Guys, I'm at 22 minutes and 40 seconds right here, okay? And this is always raw content, like I don't delete or edit. Like I say, I'll throw in some music and boom, there it is. Because I'm not afraid of what people think or say about me. I want you to get the realness and the rawness of me and what it's like to be an entrepreneur and start your own business and change your freaking life, man. All right, guys, I'm not going to stretch this any longer. If you're new to this channel and you somehow managed to listen to me for 23 minutes, man, subscribe. It means a lot to me. It means the world to me. Hit that bell icon so that you'll get notified every time I upload another video. That watch time, all that stuff, the likes, the comments, comment. It helps me a lot. Like I say, it means the world to me. And most of all, I just hope that you guys got some value out of this. I hope that you got something out of it. I hope that you take what I say and you put it in your head so much that it goes into your heart, and you carry that with you for the rest of your life, and you go and do something with it. That's really what I want. You don't know how I wish I could have somebody new every day come up to me and say, man, thank you so much. You helped me change my life or whatever. That's what I'm going for. That's it. Because I know if you take what I say and put it into actions, like physical actions, on a consistent basis and never quit, you'll get it. Whatever it is. Whatever it is you're searching for or wanting. If it's money, freedom, whatever. It's all yours. The fact that it's even in your head is, God put it there, okay? That's proof that it's already yours if you'll just go get it. All right, guys. Love each and every one of you. Thanks for watching. Hope you got value. And I'll see you guys on the next video, all right? Bye for now.